Welcome to True Story Testers, the halls of history and cinema. Today, we delve into the movie Bob Marley One Love. Did the movie get everything right about the king of reggae's life? Was Bob Marley really arrested? And was he the victim of an assassination attempt? Let's find out what the movie gets right and wrong, and which details are left out. The movie opens with a shocking scene where we witness an assassination attempt. But viewers not familiar with Marley's life might be confused by this attack on the singer's life. Indeed, this scene is not foreshadowing of how Bob Marley would eventually die. So, what actually happened during this assassination attempt? While Marley was preparing for the highly anticipated Smile Jamaica concert, mere hours before the planned performance, the singer and his friends were attacked in their Kingston residence by 3 gunmen. Although Marley, his wife Rita, and his manager Don Taylor were all wounded, nobody was killed in the attack. However, what makes the scene even more unlikely was that other people were present that night rehearsing the song "I Shot the Sheriff," according to keyboardist Tyrone Downey. But despite the chaos, nobody else received gunshot wounds, and those injured in the assault ultimately survived. This miraculous outcome amidst such danger feels almost like fate intervened to protect Marley and the others. The scene paints a vivid picture of the dangerous circumstances Marley faced and shows the courage displayed by him and those around him. Despite the threat to their lives, the individuals involved in the incident managed to emerge from the ordeal with their spirits unbroken. So, was there really an attempt on Bob Marley's life? Yes. In the movie, Marley's arrival in England unfolds dramatically as he strolls through the streets of Chelsea with 2 bandmates, only to be intercepted by police officers. The subsequent arrest and overnight stay in prison depicted in this scene mirror real-life events. However, the film skims over the specific reason for Marley's arrest, which was possession of cannabis. In reality, Marley and his bandmate, Aston family man Barrett, found themselves stopped by police while being driven through West London in 1977. Despite no apparent traffic violation, the officers detained them, likely due to Marley's well-known marijuana use, which had been public knowledge since 1975. During the encounter, police discovered 2 joints, leading to Marley's arrest. As a way of avoiding further searches at his home, Marley provided a false address, but Barrett accidentally told them their actual location. Therefore, the police uncovered an additional pound of marijuana at the house. Fortunately, Marley and Barrett received only a £1.50 fine each. Despite this brief encounter with the law, Marley's evasion of further problems with the authorities demonstrates his skill in managing the challenges that came his way. This incident serves as a reminder of the hurdles Marley faced as a cultural icon and activist, and how he maneuvered through them with grace and intelligence. So, did the movie tell the whole truth of Marley's arrest in London? No. One of the small changes in the movie is to the Smile Jamaica concert. Indeed, this concert was an important moment in Marley's life, and is also depicted in the movie as a platform to showcase his music. But the film's portrayal downplays the significance of the event a little by presenting a truncated set list. In reality, Bob Marley and the Wailers performed a total of 12 songs during the concert, with War initiating the proceedings and So Ja Say concluding the performance. Those are the only 2 songs shown in the movie. However, Marley's determination shines through in this sequence, and we can see this clearly in the Smile Jamaica concert. Despite his ongoing recovery, Marley fearlessly graced the stage in front of an audience of nearly 80,000. This remarkable display of courage was not limited to Marley alone, because Rita, his wife, demonstrated a similar strong spirit. Though she had only just been discharged from hospital hours before, she appeared on stage in her hospital gown, ready to lend her voice as a backup singer. As the performance unfolded, about an hour and a half into the concert, Marley chose to make a bold statement. With courage coursing through his veins, he revealed his gunshot wound to the audience, defiantly declaring, "Bang, bang, I'm okay." While the concert itself may have been shortened in the movie, this act shows the essence of Marley's unbreakable spirit. So, did the film capture the spirit of the Smile Jamaica concert? Yes. aspect of Bob Marley's life that receives very little attention in the movie is his extramarital relationships while married to Rita. Although the film briefly hints at his infidelity, it fails to delve into the full extent of his affairs. The closest the movie comes to addressing this is through fleeting appearances by Cindy Breakspear, one of the women with whom Bob had a relationship during his marriage. However, the depth of his involvement with other women remains largely unexplored. Particularly during the 2 years he spent in London, the extent of Bob Marley's liaisons with other women remains unknown. Furthermore, Bob Marley's extramarital affairs resulted in the birth of several children outside of his marriage to Rita, something that's barely touched on. The film merely brushes over this topic with a passing line of dialogue, failing to fully examine his infidelity. According to information provided on Bob Marley's website, he fathered 6 children with women other than Rita. These offspring include 5 sons and 1 daughter, born out of relationships with Pat Williams, Janet Hunt, Janet Bowen, Lucy Pounder, Anita Belnavis, and Cindy Breakspear. Notably, all but one of these children were conceived before Bob departed Jamaica in 1976, highlighting the extent of his extramarital relationships prior to his move. Though it's understandable why the film may not have wanted to delve into this aspect of Bob Marley's life, it seems that he and Rita actually had an open relationship. So, it wasn't really infidelity, as she also saw other men. Obviously, this was an important aspect of their relationship, therefore it should have been included. So, did the movie accurately portray Marley's open relationship with his wife? No. Bob Marley's cancer journey started with a small toe injury, but it turned out to be something serious. While Bob Marley, One Love briefly mentions his hesitation to amputate his toe, it doesn't show what he chose to do instead. In reality, Marley decided to have the whole nail-in-nail bed removed, using skin from his thigh to fix it. Even though the movie wraps up with the One Love peace concert in 1978, Marley's life continued after that. He kept touring and making music, releasing albums like Survival and Uprising. The movie also talks about his trip to Africa in 1980 to celebrate Zimbabwe's independence, and he performed throughout the year until his last show in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on September 23, 1980. At the end of the movie, it says Marley died in 1981, but it doesn't explain what happened. His cancer got worse, spreading to his brain and lungs. Even though he tried treatment in Germany for 8 months, his health declined when he returned to Jamaica. During his flight back to Jamaica, things took a turn for the worst, and the plane had to make an emergency landing in Florida, where Marley sadly passed away. So, did the film paint a complete picture of Bob Marley's illness and death? No. The movie beautifully encapsulates Bob Marley's enduring message of peace and unity through his music, despite overlooking some aspects of his political engagement. The film portrays Marley's commitment to spreading love and harmony, resonating with audiences globally. Marley's music, a blend of reggae rhythms and soulful lyrics, serves as a powerful medium for advocating social change. Through songs like One Love and Get Up Stand Up, he champions unity and equality, inspiring listeners to embrace compassion and understanding. While the biopic simplifies Marley's political involvement, it authentically captures the spirit of his music. By highlighting his journey from humble beginnings in Jamaica to becoming a global icon, the film showcases Marley's enduring legacy as a symbol of hope and resilience. Despite the omission of certain details, the movie effectively communicates the essence of Marley's message. His music transcends boundaries of race, religion, and nationality, uniting people from diverse backgrounds in a shared vision of peace and solidarity. Through his timeless melodies and profound lyrics, Marley continues to inspire generations to strive for a world filled with love, harmony, and unity. So, was spreading unity and peace the true message of Marley's music? Yes. In conclusion, while the movie offers a glimpse into the life of the reggae icon, it falls short of providing a wholly accurate portrayal. While it captures key moments and themes, it simplifies events and overlooks important details. As fans of Bob Marley, let's continue to celebrate his music and the positive impact he had on the world. What was the most enjoyable part for you? Share your thoughts on Bob Marley in the comments below, and let's keep spreading love and peace. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more fascinating content exploring the difference between movies and reality.